Hello and welcome to the Restaurant Show here on CW57. My name is Ryan Ashker. Make sure you stay tuned because this week we have some fantastic guests. It's the Restaurant Show here on CW57. Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Right now we're very happy to be joined by our friends at Baldwin Street Grill. It is Ryan and Bob. Guys, thanks for joining us here today.
Hey, thanks for having us.
And we have some very unique menu items we're going to be talking about. We're going to start off with a Bubby Burger. So tell us a little bit about the Bubby Burger.
Well, the name Bubby Burger is credited to one person and one person only. My 3-year-old son Sebastian had a really hard time with his peas, and his best friend is our family dog Wentworth. And instead of saying puppy, he always said Bubby, Bubby. So me and my wife Maggie, we started saying Bubby, and when we made one of these stuffed burgers, it was so fat. Like our English dog, I was like, oh, that looks like something Bubby would enjoy. And it just stuck. And so, Sebastian came in, I'm like, here's a Bubby Burger. And he goes, Bubby, Bubby? So it was really cute and it stuck. And I just, I think it's one way to honor, my son, who is kind of the reason that we have this, the wonderful place we do have. Without him, we wouldn't have taken the risk and we wouldn't have tried to do what we do. The concept for the Bubby Burger, my sister bought a house in Minnesota, and I had no idea, but apparently Minnesota's famous for a Juicy Lucy, which, much like the Philadelphia is famous for the Philly cheesesteak, the Juicy Lucy is a burger. It's a cheeseburger, but instead of having everything on the top, it's stuffed inside. So the natural juices from the meat cook and melt the cheese, and I brought it from where she lives in Minnesota here to Wisconsin, and within our first year we sold twice as many Juicy Lucy's as all the other burgers combined.
Wow.
So I said, Bob, what do you think about, we got a winner, why don't we expand on it? And right now, as far as I know, we are the only place in Madison to do a stuffed burger, and we're trying to kind of corner that name and make a name for ourselves, that being the only place in Madison to have a stuffed burger. And when other people inevitably do it, we'll be the original.
So that's the Bubby Burger. There's a story behind it. And Bob, you're going to be kind of showing us how you prepare one today?
Yeah, today we're going to assemble one. I would like to take a moment to note that at the Baldwin Street Grill, we use local products, and we also use fresh ground chuck, and we patty and ball our burger with our recipe every day and patty the burgers every day. And we try not to use burgers the next day. We're always using fresh burgers the same day. So what I have here is a 3-pound burger, and we've divvied it out into 2 patties. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some blue cheese crumbles, again from Marchese, a fresh local company here in Mass that brings local produce, and then some bacon, and we're going to put it right in the center there. Now the trick is to ball the burger, and what we do is we put it on wax paper here so that I can just flip it over on top.
Oh.
And now we have 2 burgers. And then we're just going to press it down, and I'm going to use the wax paper to pick it up. And we're going to crank it. And I'm going to use my fingers to push in the ground beef like I'm crimping it, like a crimping tool. And we're going to ball it up real nice, put it back on the wax paper. And we do this as well for sanitation reasons too, so it's easier to clean up after we're done making burgers.
Oh, sure, I can imagine.
Each burger. Each burger is made to order. We never pre-ball anything. We never pre-stuff a burger. Every customer gets the burger made to them. We can even customize burgers, and every burger is fresh.
Oh, wow.
And so there you have it. There you have a stuffed burger. And we put that on the grill and we cook it for about 4 minutes on each side. We want it to be a little bit over medium. We have done rare at request or medium rare at request, but I recommend that medium or a little over medium so the ingredients inside get good and hot. We do pre-cook all the ingredients inside.
Sure.
So that is the Bubby Burger, the blue cheese bacon Bubby Burger, and I brought a finished product with me.
Oh, wow, look at that.
And this is what it looks like when it comes out of the restaurant with our fresh sliced pub chips.
There
That's my favorite one right
That
there.
looks absolutely fantastic.
So we expanded the original Juicy Lucy. We actually have is stuffed with American and cheddar cheese. So you have it's a Wisconsin delight. Why it's famous in Minnesota, I don't know. We're the cheeseheads. I mean, come
We're
on.
the cheesehead. We use the cheese, and that is a burger that is stuffed
Absolutely.
with cheese. Now, you said this one was kind of double all your other burgers, so you do have other burgers and sandwiches that aren't stuffed.
Yeah,
correct?
so we do have we have a what's called the Thor burger, Thor's Topper burger. We call it that because the almighty Thor actually works with us.
All right.
So you can come in and meet him.
He even
He's
has a
about
hammer.
this tall. He's mighty as the gods, but he does have a hammer there too. But the burger actually stands about this high. It's 2 third-pound patties, one with American cheese and then bacon, another patty with cheddar cheese and bacon, topped with mayo, lettuce, tomato, onion, French fries on the burger itself. Stands about that tall.
You guys are making me hungry right now, I tell you what. And then also, you guys do a little bit of breakfast flavor, correct?
We do.
And you brought an omelet for us today.
I did, and so I'm going to be demonstrating making a fresh California omelet here. And one of the unique things about our brunches and our omelets is that I like to call it farm fresh. First of all, I go out every Friday and hand pick all the ingredients, whether I can make it to the farmer market or Jennifer Street Market. We also get all our breads from the sourdough company on Williamson Street. But what I do is I chop the vegetables fine, and we don't pre-cook our vegetables. We serve it farm fresh to keep the nutrition in, and it just gives it a fresh, amazing flavor. So today I'm going to be doing what's on our menu called a California omelet. It's with Swiss cheese, avocado, spinach, red onion, mushrooms, and tomatoes. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do that real quickly. So we're just going to get this out of the way here.
Bye, Bubby.
Bye, Bobby.
Oh, Bubby.
And that's one of the unique things that you guys do is everything is very, very local as you can get it.
Local as we
bought
can get
right
it.
here in the Madison area,
Absolutely.
too.
Absolutely.
And we buy small amounts of ingredients, and we buy more often so that we're constantly using fresh products. So I'm going to oil the pan here. It's important to have a modest amount of oil in there. And one of the big things about making a good omelet is you want to whip your eggs, and you want to get air whipped into those eggs. So we do every omelet fresh. A neat story is that I have a 14-year-old egg farmer from Oregon who has free-range chickens, and I get my organic eggs from Oregon from a 14-year-old.
We, you know, and we attribute any success that we have 100% to our customers. We have, I mean, I've been in the bar and restaurant business for over 12 years, almost 15 years now, and it's some of the greatest people that I've ever had the privilege serving. And so we'd love to give back. We've done fundraisers, we've done benefits. We're very active in the Tenny Lapham Neighborhood Association. We cater for their events. You know, we try to do anything we can. At the request, we sponsor volleyball teams, softball teams, the Quad Squad, Dairyland Dolls, the Mad Rackin' Dolls for the Wisconsin Roller Derby.
Sure.
We sponsor them as well. Madison East High School, we just did a fundraiser for Madison East and West High Schools for the Athletics Booster Club.
Fantastic.
French style right onto the plate.
Oh, look how easy that is.
And we're going to top it.
With some more cheese.
Of course, it's
You
Wisconsin.
betcha.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And we love to garnish, right? So we want to make it look pretty. So I went ahead and prettied up with some garnish here for it. We're going to put a little avocado on there, a little red onion, a little mushroom, some red on top to make it look beautiful. And if we were going to finish it off in the restaurant, you could choose a side. We usually have a special potato of the day, and then we also have hash browns, fresh fruit, and again, I'm using sourdough toast from the sourdough company. And there you have it. We
And
have
that is
a
a
beautiful
great
California
breakfast. How about
omelet.
that?
All of our bread comes from Madison Sourdough, which is right down the street. Meats from Jennifer Street Market. Like I said, local. We have, oh God, I think it's less than 2% of frozen goods in our kitchen at all times.
So-
I don't know how to make a tot, like a tater tot. So I think that's one of the few things.
got it.
Yeah.
So you can see very fresh ingredients, fantastic food. You had the California veggie omelet, and Madison, you've been introduced to the Bubby Burger. The only place you can get that is at Baldwin Street Grill. Ryan, Bob, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ryan.
you.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more of the restaurant show in just a moment. News. Right now we're joined by the place I consider to be my second home, the Club Tavern, and we got Ryan in here this week. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing, Ryan?
Not bad. First time on the restaurant show. Excited to have you.
I am. It's great to be here.
And what do you have for us today? I see a lot of ingredients and a huge hunk of bread.
Oh, see, and the bread is the best part there. What I brought you guys today is called Moose's Hot Brown. And this is a little spin on a Kentucky dish.
Okay.
What we do is we take this loaf right here. It's a garlic sourdough where the garlic is actually roasted in the bread.
Oh, okay.
And we take that and we slice it in nice big thick chunks, lay that down on our plate, and then we take these mashed potatoes here, nice garlic mashed potatoes, skin on, all the good stuff. Lots of sour cream, lots of butter, very important. That gets topped on the bread, and then we take a inside round that we actually have a smoker at Club. And we take that, a little apple, a little cherry wood, rub it down with a bunch of herbs and spices, and slow smoke that about 6 hours.
Oh, wow, okay.
Nice and tender, very juicy still, nice and red.
Yeah, and you can see that with what you brought here too.
Yep, this is actually the shaved down slices here. And we top that right on the mashed potatoes. And then with all those drippings left over from all that goodness, all that flavor, it's been sitting there marinating, we take and make a gravy from it. And that gravy gets added right on top of it with some caramelized onions and some sauteed mushrooms. And turns up looking a little bit like this. I don't know if I can see it there.
So thick gravy.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be. Well, everything we do at Club is Moose style. It's big, it's hearty, it is just slathered in gravy. And we take all this together and we top it off with a little bit of roast corn, just to give it a little sweetness, a little pop.
Sure.
When we're all done, it's just a monster. You will need a wheelbarrow to get you out of the building with this one.
So we got the finished. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone's gonna say that's not a full meal.
No, if you-
most of the things you make over there.
If you can finish this, you are an impressive man or woman.
So then with that, that's the finished part, and then you got the onions that you guys saute and the mushrooms, and that goes on top of it as well.
That actually gets mixed into the gravy.
That goes right into the gravy.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's all just kind of dancing around there.
Oh my goodness, that looks absolutely fantastic. It's almost, you said it's a Kentucky dish. It's almost kind of similar to like a shepherd's pie almost, right?
Almost. That's kind of where we got the idea from. Moose came to me one day and he's like, you know, I love shepherd's pie and I love the idea behind it, but I want to do something different.
Sure.
So we took it apart, all the different ingredients, and made something different.
That looks absolutely fantastic. That's one you got to try. And with some of the other things we have at Club Tavern, we know the food's always fantastic. A great variety of burgers out there. My personal favorite are the wings. And Wednesday night, the wing special, 50-cent wings, correct?
75-cent wings.
75-cent wings.
Every once in a while, we knock them down to 50 cents just to surprise people.
All right. And so the wings are fantastic. You got Buddha's barbecue, a lot of different stuff going on there. And it's not just the food. Aside from that, it's a great place to hang out. And there's really cool events coming up with football season right around the corner. Club does something really special for Badger home games, right?
We do. We always have a Badger bus coming from Club Tavern, take it down to Camp Randall, bring it back. And while you're doing that, we always make sure to take care of our patrons. You know, it's very important. You get to eat and drink like an employee. So you get 25% off anything you buy there. And most of the games, we also have a huge buffet going on as well. And if you're part of the bus, you get that included as well.
Oh, wow, that's a fantastic special. And aside from that, there's TVs covering every inch of that bar if you've ever had a chance to check it out. So it's a great place to watch Packer games coming up. And for Packers touchdowns, you guys have something interesting too, right? Is it a shot for Packers touchdowns?
It's actually Badgers and Packers.
Oh, wow, okay.
Free shots for the entire bar. We're giving away t-shirts, we're giving away random bar swag. It's always a party down there.
So a lot of great stuff going on for Badgers and Packer games. Go down there, and with the offense the Packers have this year, that's a lot of shots going on.
Oh yeah, we pour them in buckets.
And volleyball court still going on in back. That was summer just finished up. Are you guys doing fall volleyball as well?
We are. We actually just started our fall volleyball yesterday.
All right.
And that season's gonna be going as long as people want to play. If it's too cold, that's fine. But if you want to play, we will make sure it's available for you.
All right, so still have to sign up for fall volleyball. You can get involved with that. Packers, Badgers home games, fantastic food, and music pretty much every day of the week. Robbie G there on Mondays and Wednesdays usually, live music Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. So a lot of fantastic stuff going on.
Indeed. We also have a jazz quartet that we bring in on Sundays once in a while. They'll be starting back up in about a month or so.
During brunch?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So come get your prime rib breakfast and eggs, and listen to some great jazz.
With probably one of the best Bloody Marys around.
Oh, you can't beat it. It's a monster.
Almost a full meal in the glass with those Bloody Marys.
Oh,
too.
the only thing you're missing on there is probably a burger and a slice of pizza.
Yeah, and you can get that on the side if you wanted to, I'm sure.
Oh, of course.
And you were just sharing with me, I went on it. We did a really successful bus trip from Club Tavern to Wrigley Field to watch the Cubs sadly demolish our Brewers, but that was so good. We're going to be doing one to Miller Park. It's the last game of the season, and the date on that was October 4th, and I believe that's Cubs Brewers as well, right?
It is.
Okay, so you can go to Club Tavern, sign up for that, and they take really good care of you. Food on the way down there, drinks, and actually going to be tailgating for that one too, because it's in Miller Park.
We will be. We'll have brats, burgers, chicken sandwiches, a loaded potato salad, all the good stuff.
All right, so a lot of really cool stuff going on. Still limited time, so you can sign up for that bus trip October 4th. Badger shuttles, that will start with the Badgers' first home game coming up very soon. Packer season obviously starts the 13th against the Bears. Club Tavern, a great place to watch that. And of course, your live music destination. Monday DJ, Wednesday karaoke, that's always a blast.
Oh, you got to be careful there.
Gotta be careful there. And then Thursday, a really nice rotating schedule. You have the Gomers who do live karaoke, Pat McCurdy in there on Thursdays as well once in a while, and other great live music and kind of a rotating mix of bands on Friday or Saturday. So really a entertainment destination. Get great food there, great entertainment, whether you want live music, football, sports, or to get out there and play volleyball this fall. So a lot of great things going on at Club Tavern.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to play volleyball or do any athletic stuff if you try that, because that's a big healthy meal, and that is the Hot Brown, inspired by Kentucky, something Moose and Ryan put together for us.
Indeed.
Ryan, great job. Thanks for coming on to the restaurant show today.
It was a pleasure.
Ryan, our friend from Club Tavern right here on the restaurant show, we'll be back in just a moment. All right, folks, tailgating season is here in Madison. Beautiful, and there's so many different things that we can go on the grill. So we have a very special guest today. Joining us is Chef David Guaz, the former host and co-judge of Travel Channel's American Grill. You also saw him as the author of 2 different cookbooks, including Grill Nation, 200 Surefire Recipes, Tips and Techniques to Grill Like a Pro. And he is here today on the restaurant show to share with us some of those great grilling tips we can use here in the summer. Chef, how are you doing today?
Hey Ryan, great. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, we appreciate it. So with your new cookbook, what was some of the inspiration behind that?
It's always had a passion for grilling, and due to my father, I passed that down to my boys, and still to this day cook and grill with them. But the show American Grill on Travel Channel was a wonderful opportunity for me to get on the road and meet other people that are equally passionate about grilling, learn some fun techniques and tips and some things that I had no clue about. So they really sort of kept the creative juices going, and I was able to sort of trap some of those stories and put them on paper, and just a lot of fun to work on this book. And as you know, September is National Honey Month, so it's a wonderful way to segue into sort of how honey plays a huge part in my book, but also specifically on the grill. Yep.
Honey is a great thing to use on the grill. Just grilled out last night, did some ribs, and actually used some of the honey, not knowing I was going to have the chance to talk to you today. So that's a funny little coincidence.
There you go.
So as far as appetizers go, we know football season's just getting underway. We're huge Packers and Badgers fans, and in Wisconsin, we grill left and right. What are some little tips you have for maybe some appetizers to start the party out?
I'm all about sort of the ease, especially the day of. You want to sort of prep things a couple days in advance if you can. This honey mango salsa is one of those items. You can get it out of the way, put it in a Tupperware container, put it in your refrigerator. It travels really well in an ice chest. One of those things you pop the lid off the day of as you're setting up on location, getting your rig ready. You can eat it with chips. You can put a little scoop on top of a piece of hot grilled fish. It really is versatile and a lot of fun, and simple is the key. We over here have something working on the grill, start to finish in cast iron. We actually have our honey black baked beans. We've got bacon in there and onions. We've got some honey. We've got a little bit of chipotle peppers. And what the honey does in this particular recipe, it really sort of helps to sort of mellow out and balance the earthiness of the beans and also the sort of smokiness of the bacon and the chipotle. Start to finish, done right here on the grill. Some of the time the lid is on, some of the time the lid is off. When we take the lid off and we take the lid of the grill down, we really sort of bring the flavor of the grill into the beans. A lot of fun and simple to do. And of course, we couldn't talk about barbecuing and grilling without some good old baked beans. So this is the recipe for you right here. We also have a beef tri-tip that we've created an Asian marinade. And again, this is something you can prep ahead of time, get it in that Ziploc bag. We've got big, bold flavors like soy and black Asian vinegar and sesame oil and chili. And really, there's only one ingredient that can stand up to these sort of strong flavors and this high acid. It's honey. Over 300 different varietals to choose from, so it makes it ideal for people like me, being a chef, a lot of choices. And so I really love what it does. And on top of that, after the marinating aspect, when you slap it on that hot grill, it really brings a caramelization to the meat, to anything that you're grilling, not just beef or poultry, that you can't get anywhere else. So again, a wonderful way to balance those type of flavors: sweet, salty, savory, sour. It's just a wonderful way to sort of accent. You can see how versatile it is by all the different recipes that we're sort of talking about today.
About a lot of different things, and for a lot of people that are out grilling, honey isn't a natural go-to for a seasoning or a side or anything like that. What are some other ways you can use honey not only on the grill but maybe in the kitchen?
You know, sauces, a lot of my sauces have it. My salad dressings, both at home, it's a sort of a natural emulsifier. It brings pan sauces together, you know, taking a piece of seared chicken and throwing a little bit of honey in the pan afterwards, a little Dijon and sort of maybe a little stock, and it brings it all together. It balances, like I said, big, bold flavors, high acid, mellows things out, complements things, and actually brings flavors forward and allows other ingredients to really pop. Like in our cocktail right here, it's not, you can't talk about tailgate without talking about a cocktail. And what a unique way to sort of display the honey, but through this particular cocktail. We actually make a honey syrup with honey and water, and it pairs nicely with the grapefruit juice. So again, the acid, nice balance right there. We actually set it off with some heat using fresh jalapenos and then some fresh rosemary. And you know what the honey does is it just works its magic. You shake it a few times, it helps sort of release some of those oils and agitate all the flavors and bring things forward. And that's what I love about it. We use dark rum here. You can use white rum, you can use bourbon, you can use vodka, a lot of choices. Make your base ahead of time, put it in a recycled milk jug, throw it in your ice chest, spike it on location once you get there, and just some wonderful, sort of refreshing, very easy drinking cocktail.
I love that idea. I have not had that yet, but I'm going to go right after this interview and go try one of those. That looks fantastic.
I got one ready for you right here. Come on.
Thank you. So real quick, well, we just have a little bit left. What are some tips you would give to some people that are maybe new to grilling or intimidated by it or haven't really been around it that much?
Yeah. Great question. You know, when you're shopping for a grill, you're just getting into this, you know, I tell people to match up the grill with their lifestyle. Don't get something, you know, over the top big that requires, you know, a lot of maintenance and a lot of wood and a lot of this and a lot of apparatuses and contraptions and whatnot. Do something that's going to be easy. So if you're, you know, quick on the go and you really want to sort of grill 3-4 times a week, get something that's going to reflect that. Get a gas grill. There's no harm in that. And I also tell people about zoning their heat. So if you are using charcoal, zone your coals. You know, only take up about 1/3 to half of the space of your grill from the charcoal, and that allows direct heat and also an opportunity to sort of take your protein off and into indirect heat. You know, maybe if you're dealing with pork or poultry that needs to be brought to 165 internal temperature, you know, good char, get that caramelization from the brine or marinate using that honey, and then take it off and put it on the indirect heat. And that's going to allow closing your lid and being able to heat and cook all the way through your internal temperature for those type of meats. Understandable.
Well, Chef David, thank you so much. You shared with us some fantastic recipes today. Where can the viewers of the Restaurant Show go to learn some more of your recipes and some more about you?
A ton more of honey-inspired recipes on honey.com, along with some great honey how-to videos as well.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. That's Chef David Kawaz joining us here on The Restaurant Show. We'll be right back in just a moment. Thank you all for tuning in to The Restaurant Show this week. We want to thank all of our restaurants for stopping by and giving us an idea where to eat here in the Madison area. Tons of great food. Stay tuned to The Restaurant Show each and every week right here on CW57.